3, 2, 1, action.
Welcome back to Two-Headed Monster, guys.
Tell them your name.
My name's Trent.
Where you from, Trent?
I'm from Stewartville. I went to high school with Hunter and Owen.
All right. This is enough. You already fucked up. Fucked up.
This is our podcast anyway.
This is our podcast, not yours. Okay, you're a guest here. All right.
Yes, sir.
But welcome on the show.
Hey guys,
Thanks
welcome back to Two-Headed Monster. This is our friend Trent, our first guest on Two-Headed Monster.
Woo!
Hunter, how are you, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm so good.
Good.
All right, man. We're getting into it. So, Trent, tell me, how you been, man? How you been?
You know, I've been pretty good. Been busy. Me and Hunter share the same place of employment.
Lowe's. Oh.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say Lowe's?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can say Lowe's. Hunter's repping the Lowe's for Pros. Check it out. Just have a new pro event, 0% when you sign up for a card. Been doing that. Been hitting the weights pretty hard.
Yeah.
I am a college athlete. I am a
Okay.
barstool athlete too.
Hey, be honest. Can you tell I've been hitting the weights or no? When you saw me today,
You look good, dude. I mean, I saw you in this. I see you in this American Psycho shirt, rocking this like retro shirt. I'm like, Owen looks pretty good.
Thanks.
You know? Yeah.
Thanks. Just like fishing for compliments, like so hard.
How about me though? Even though you see me every day.
You look like shit, dude. I'm sorry.
I think you look good. I think you look good, Hunter. Hunter, it's all right. Are we going to get to this podcast? Do you think after that?
Dude, that was hurtful. I'm sorry.
I regret taking you here now.
Okay, let's just try to finish the show.
Okay. I mean, you did buy me McDonald's to bribe me
for the show. For the show.
For the listeners. For the listeners.
Oh my gosh, dude. So I'm like a day one McGregor fan, and obviously everyone's seen the fight, but he won the first round. I think he was kind of winning, except he kind of got taken down, so it was pretty close. It was a good first round, honestly, but I was like, you know how you get just like so nervous before like you watch like a fight, like especially a fighter that you like, you're like, oh shit, you know, but like. He kicked him, right? And I saw like a video saying that
that's where he broke it.
Poirier it was like the kick
on that
right
elbow.
before on the elbow, right?
Yeah.
You could actually see he broke his elbow. Like he broke his leg on his elbow when he kicked him.
He broke his
and
leg.
then when he came down and they both missed a punch.
Mm-hmm.
And he snapped his leg bad.
That was so gross.
It was pretty nasty.
It's pretty disappointing though, wasn't it? Like
it really
such a big lead up.
It really was, but honestly, like I was talking about it. It's kind of the perfect storm for the UFC because Conor McGregor is one of those guys, is the only guy in the UFC who can put that many asses in that many seats. Like if you look at the people who were in attendance, how many fighters are going to have a former president of the United States, all these, they literally couldn't fit all the celebrities in the house on the camera. Yeah, like you saw so many on social media, but then it's like there's this kind of a bullshit ending. And it's like Poirier, obviously.
Guess we got to do it again.
Well, Poirier, he's gonna, but it's perfect, right? It's WWE. Yeah. But Poirier gets the fight for the title while Conor gets healthy. Yeah. And then if they fight again, why not?
It'll probably be like in a year from now, honestly.
Yeah. And I mean, Poirier definitely deserves to get a shot at the title.
Honestly, he's gonna go for the title, and like, I would say they're gonna rematch for the title, but. I think McGregor's got to earn it. I think he's got to fight with somebody else, then go for that rematch.
It seems like he always like tries to go for like a kill shot kind of person.
Yeah, McGregor he basically goes for the kill shot like in the early rounds, and that's why he uses so much energy, and that's why he's so gassed in like the later rounds of his fights, because he goes in like trying to knock you out like in the first 3 rounds, then like the last 4 or like the last 2 like 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, like he always tries to fight against like the top dog, which I mean he should. Yeah. But like he never has like any fights in between it. Like it's either like he's just on a break, he's fighting Floyd Mayweather, or he'll fight it's like the next champion or something like that. Like he's never fighting anyone else.
When that reporter was calling him out for not winning since 2016, it's like, look at the people he's fought. He fought Khabib, who no one.
That was a matchup nightmare for McGregor.
It's a matchup nightmare for everyone. I mean, Poirier. Look at Poirier's last 7 fights. He beat every top 5 contender in the lightweight division, except he got submitted by Khabib in like the first round. You know what I mean? So it's like
people forget like Conor like embarrassed Eddie Alvarez like when Eddie Alvarez was in his prime. Like Eddie Alvarez like was like the contender. Like that was supposed to be like a really like close fight, and Conor McGregor literally like embarrassed him. Like he couldn't do anything against Conor. Like it was insane. That's probably like the peak of his career. It's probably where he peaked, honestly.
And the one thing I will say about Conor though is like he's like a guy. He doesn't need this shit. He made
really
$180 million.
Dude, he shows up on a fucking yacht.
Dude, like the people who are the best in the UFC are the guys who have some shit to prove. Conor has nothing. Literally, he was a double champ.
He's done it all.
He's double champ. He could fight. He could do one boxing match against one of the Paul idiots or Manny Pacquiao and make $100 million.
Yeah.
And it's like, so for him, it's like when you're looking at that, it's like, oh, do I really want to be a serious contender and like actually go out there and get my
like
ass
risk
kicked?
my body,
like in my legacy, like going out there, say he gets healthy and then he goes and fights Poirier again, and then Poirier fucking pieces him up in the second round that would like destroy his legacy, right? Losing the same guy 3 times in a row, like that. I don't know.
Dude, so do you think he's gonna challenge him again?
I think what he should do is, when he comes back, fight Nate Diaz.
I 100% agree.
The rematch, like the third fight, which is like the tiebreaker.
Rubber match, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, if he wins that, fight Poirier for the title, and then if he wins that, retire.
Yeah.
Just retire.
Well, he already was retired, though, wasn't he? Like he
well, he got like suspension retirement.
Yeah, so he just
he
got suspended, so he's like, I'm retired.
Yeah, I'm done.
Was that when he like threw the chair at the boss or whatever?
Yeah.
Steel garbage.
Like legit, actual like assault.
Like I think people don't understand like how crazy these athletes, like these people who do this shit are. Like,
especially Conor is like, he's crazy.
Psycho.
Yeah. Honestly, like he's kind of losing me as a fan though. He's just kind of like being a bad guy now. Like he literally was like telling him he's gonna kill him and like
that
making
shit
it super personal and like showing like DMs like from his wife.
I think like whenever your
wife is in me DMs.
Yeah, I think whenever like that's the funny part. I think whenever you cross like 2 points. I think whenever you cross into that personal side, like you lose people. You know what I mean? Like when you start talking about dudes' families, like
it's kind of disrespectful.
It's kind of like, okay, like there's obviously a line or whatever. But then another thing, talk about asses and seats. McGregor against Nate Diaz. Oh my god!
Because that second fight,
yeah,
I watched that fight, dude. That was like the best fight I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, we watched that.
It went 5 rounds.
It went, and McGregor won by decision, right?
Yeah, and he definitely won that fight. I think it was definitely a fair fight.
But I mean the main event was kind of like, it did suck that it only lasted a round and it ended on a doctor's stoppage. But the rest of that card was actually like electric.
Yeah,
like even the women's fight was pretty good too. Like.
They had all this. I think, did Holly Holm fight?
No, it was Tana. It was a Russian.
Oh, Yana Jędrzejczyk and
she's a lady from Mexico. They were both stacked. They look scary as shit.
Talking about the one Amanda Nunes.
No, it was
or was it Cyborg the Trent?
Oh, it was a different one, but. They were like beating the shit out of each other. It was crazy. The thing to do is go.
You know who's overrated is, I think Daniel Cormier is kind of overrated.
See, I never saw him fight, but he's one of those guys who seems
like people always say that he's like gonna be a Hall of Famer, but I was like, I don't know, dude. I really don't.
He was like that. He was that first wave. He was like kind of a part of the UFC before. It was like before Conor. Like it was literally like
he's a pioneer of the sport for sure. But
literally.
like, is he a Hall of Fame like talent? I don't know. He got his ass handled by John Jones after a weekend of doing coke all weekend. So.
But John Jones, holy shit.
John Jones,
he's gonna fight in Ngannou, and that's gonna be insane.
No, he's probably the best of all. He's probably the GOAT, honestly.
Yeah,
John
Jones. He's gonna fight in Ngannou.
Dude, he literally would just get like party all weekend, like fail a drug test, and like he would literally win. He would embarrass people.
Really?
You can pull him off the street right now. He can literally like beat the champ. Yeah. Probably.
Well, it's not common because like heavyweights, like the heavyweight fight with Hardy, and then who's a scumbag by the way, and that Tai Tuivasa, the guy who did the shoey at the McGregor.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah.
Wasn't he about to get? He was he got like rocked, didn't he?
Yeah, he like
Bow, 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 bow. This is me singing it, so no, you can't copyright me. It's not actually Star Wars theme. Bow, 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 bow.
Sorry about that. We kind of.
That was on me.
He's a rook.
I'm all about accountability, so.
So yeah, just brush it. Don't click it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you got that?
Yeah, I got that. Yes, sir.
You know, this is our fucking show. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
You do something like this again, we're ending it and we're not posting this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand.
You're never being invited back on, by the way.
I understand. I wouldn't invite myself back either.
Good. Well, at least you know.
All right. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Anyways, we were talking about the UFC, but enough about the UFC because I feel like not that many people know about the UFC, you know. So like,
I used to be a high key hater on it.
Really?
I used to be like, fuck this. Like these guys are like animals. They just hop in a cage and fight. But now it's like addicting. Like I couldn't go to bed for like 4 hours after the fight. I was so juiced up.
Have you? Okay, I'm assuming we talked about this in other podcasts, but have you like heard about like the aliens and stuff? Like, are you up to date on all that?
Like about how the Pentagon released like papers, like about like I saw it. That's honestly that stuff freaks me out, dude. Like I want to.
Do you think it's like actually aliens?
What do you think?
What's your take on it?
Yeah, let's hear what you think about the possibility of aliens.
I feel like all we need is a shit ton of weed, and it's Joe Rogan right now and DMT. But anyway, no, there's definitely something out there. Like there's no way in a universe like. You know, if we're not the only living beings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that means there's something like super technologically advanced, I don't know. But
I feel like it definitely could be because in the report they like basically I read the whole report. Pretty big.
You read the whole report.
It's 9 pages. It's 9 pages, so it's not
that bad.
And I bet they kept a lot. They definitely kept a lot of shit out too.
I like how I just like let it sit there so I can think you guys would like. Think I was smart, but you know I'm actually not that smart.
Yeah,
but
it's a short story.
But in the report though, they basically like they didn't confirm it was aliens because like they can't confirm because it's like just videos and radar. They didn't confirm it wasn't aliens either. But they did say that it's not anything from the U.S. government. It's not anything from China or Russia or any of the major countries. But I mean. That's probably bullshit, though. You know, like why would China tell us?
Why would they be like, we're just screwing around?
Sorry, guys, that was us flying in your restricted airspace. Sorry, oops.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
That's literally
not that. I mean,
on site,
and not that like the Chinese government's not all about integrity with this created flu that's been dominating our life for the past year and a half. But anyway, that's a story for
do you think?
Stance on
so she's an okay woman.
My stance on aliens, they're not real.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
We've already had this argument on the podcast. We don't have an argument about it, really.
It's like
we just kind of talked about it, but I mean, I don't know if they're aliens, but I mean, I've always been like a big alien believer, so I think that they could be. There's a chance. I was gonna talk to you, Trent. A very serious conversation because I know you're a Vikings fan, and you know things have been kind of touchy for me lately with the whole Aaron Rodgers thing. Yeah. But after seeing Davante Adams' year last year. All right? Mm-hmm. I want you to be serious about this answer, and I want you to think about it, and I don't want any bias to get into your answer. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Davante Adams or Justin Jefferson?
Davante Adams.
Yeah, it's not that. That's
it's a slam. I think Davante Adams is the best receiver in football.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not one of those stupid-ass Vikings fans who are like, Aaron Rodgers sucks. Kirk Cousins, I think Kirk Cousins
gets a lot of people like that.
Right, and it's stupid. Davante Adams, he's not the best athlete at receiver. I think you can agree with that. But he's the best route runner, and no one gets open like he does.
And he's got strong hands too.
Yeah, I mean you can't. He's the best receiver. You can't argue with his production. No one can guard him. I think Vikings fans who say. I think Justin Jefferson eventually has the potential.
Oh, he's a baby goat. He's a baby goat right now.
Dude, yeah, and it's bullshit. You didn't win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, who won it then?
Justin Herbert.
Okay, but like
he was. What I say.
That's so bullshit. It's like people who like the quarterbacks have such a like advantage over every other position in like getting like awards like that.
If you look at like who broke the passing records, like the rookie passing records, Jameis Winston broke it. Like, Baker Mayfield broke the touchdown. Like, it gets broken every other year, and it's like...
Yeah, quarterbacks are getting just better and better. You know
right,
what I mean? Like,
and it's like...
Young quarterbacks.
Right, and they're coming in, they're, like, more polished. Like, look at Trevor Lawrence. If Trevor Lawrence throws 40 touchdowns this year, I'm like, okay.
Nobody's surprised.
Like, literally, he's, like, supposed to be the second coming of, like, quarterback Jesus. Literally. Yeah. He kind of looks like him.
He does kind of look like him.
A little bit.
He's kind of sexy. But, yeah, keep going.
No cap. But, no, but I mean, like, what I always say is... 100%. What I always say is like Justin Jefferson was just a great receiver. Yeah, not a great rookie receiver.
He broke just a Randy Moss's one of his
receiving yards for 25 years, whatever it was. It's like I mean that doesn't. He was an All-Pro. Like how
he was one of the best. He wasn't even one of the best rookies.
He's one of the best receivers.
Right. He was one of the best.
Whereas Herbert, like he was good for a rookie quarterback. You know what I mean? And like,
but he wouldn't be in the top 10 quarterbacks.
People are saying that now. All the talking heads are
that
just...
isn't top 10.
People are saying Joe Burrow is, and he played 4 games.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like...
Come on.
Quarterback's like the one position where it's so, like... At the top, you can't really dispute it. I mean, it's Mahomes and Rodgers. And then...
It's kind of a popularity game a little bit, too.
What do you think?
You think Rodgers is better than Mahomes right now, in this point of their career?
Right now, I would have to say no.
We'll go.
Because especially after watching that Super Bowl...
Dude, he carried.
He carried so hard.
There were so many drops. He had no line.
I think it was that Bucs defense that was just flying around. Like, that Bucs defense
John
was
Severson would
scary.
be damn proud of that defense.
Oh, John would
Gary
love it.
Buns, like, they flew to the ball.
Those are our defensive coaches for
I got
back
yelled
in
at so much in
Stewie.
high school back in the day from them.
Shout out John Severson.
Shout out the boy, John Severson. Good dude.
He was a little...
I liked him. He was always
I
good.
liked him, but, like, he could be a little bit...
Intimidating?
riled up sometimes.
It's D coordinator. It's every D coordinator anywhere you go, like in college.
Yeah.
Ours
But, I mean,
is
also, it's like...
pretty fiery.
It's high school, though.
True.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess they have to take it that serious.
Yeah,
I guess.
because if he doesn't take it serious, we're not going to take it serious.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Right, but no, like what we're saying. So, like, who are like your? Would you say like
Go top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Patrick Mahomes.
In order?
Yeah,
Is their best?
one.
Okay. Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers, because MVP. Got to give him that. 3, I would say Russell Wilson. 4, I gotta say, let me be careful about this.
I know what you want to say, but it's kind of a touchy subject right
Yeah.
now, right?
Deshaun Watson. I have to say Deshaun Watson.
Like you have to.
He played amazing, and he had nothing around him.
Literally
and then
nothing.
5 Tom Brady.
I agree with that list to the T, except I'd flip Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson around because like Russell Wilson last year, like let Russ cook type thing. Like they threw the ball way too much in the first like 6 games. Then they got back to like what they've always done.
Yeah,
and he was good. But yeah, how about you? What would you say?
Yeah, probably Mahomes. I feel like Tom Brady would be 4, just because like he just keeps winning.
He threw a lot of picks this year though. That's why I put him at 5.
I don't know who I would change with him, but it's like I feel like it's almost disrespect. I know he's old,
right?
But
he won a Super Bowl 1 year removed from leaving a team.
Also, he had a God squad.
Literally, and they're all back. Like they're all back. There's
22.
literally no one.
They are literally playing Madden Ultimate Team in real life.
Yeah.
No, it's literally like franchise mode when you turn the salary cap off and you
Yeah.
just start signing everybody.
And everyone comes back. Are you kidding? Has that like ever happened?
Yeah, has 22 starters ever been re-signed?
I'm sure, but they're
To a
probably
Super
not
Bowl team?
probably not as significant.
team,
Like the
yeah.
talent isn't as significant as
Yeah.
because I mean at every level.
You think they're gonna run it back next year?
It's gonna be them and the Chiefs again. I bet.
I can see it. Well, I mean, the AFC is really tough though next
is
year.
true.
They're stacked. AFC.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, we were talking about how like the NFC used to be like stacked.
Yeah.
But now it's like flipped. AFC is definitely.
I think
Yeah.
I think
it might be the Browns, honestly,
Browns are the best team
in the AFC.
over the Chiefs. You think the Browns are better than the Chiefs?
They're more balanced.
the thing is about the Browns and like they got a lot of love that 1 year when they got Odell. They were preseason Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
No experience. Now they're a little more seasoned. I mean, they won a playoff game. They dealt with Pittsburgh. Holy shit, they dealt with Pittsburgh.
They did deal.
Like,
How did the Steelers go 10-0 or
11.
11-0?
Then lost to
Yeah,
Washington.
remember the
football
whole
team.
year everyone was just like that's like the most fraudulent
Oh yeah,
11-0.
It's because their defense is insane. I mean, anytime you have they have elite guys at all 3 levels. Like they have, T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward, also super underrated. And then I mean, they have Devin Bush, and then you have Minka Fitzpatrick back there, and it's like
I forgot. Yeah, he came to the
3 levels. They have stars, so
Yeah.
it's like they're gonna make plays, and that offense just had to do what they. And Ben's terrible. Like he's like watching him in that playoff game. Like why the hell did he not retire?
He's losing it. He's definitely losing it.
I mean, the last like probably 5-6 years, he hasn't been mobile at all. But he was even less mobile.
He takes too much damage. His whole career, he'd be running around like he's not athletic, but he'd still run around and just.
Well, no one
get
could
hit.
bring him down because he's so fat. I mean,
Yeah, and he's so just.
He's
big,
listed at
big
260.
body.
I mean, that's bullshit. He's probably like
Dude,
290.
he's a big body, and there's only it's limited time on like how long those big boys can play and be athletic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What I really like is they picked up, just going on the Steelers, they picked up Dwayne Haskins. And he was my guy in college. He's got a lot of talent. If he can figure it out, he's like one of those guys where it's like a figure it out guy.
I know Ohio State, didn't he?
Yeah, that's my guy.
I don't know. I was smelling bust as soon as they drafted him, to be honest with you. Even though I don't watch that much college football. I don't know.
He was so cold in college, dude. Oh my god.
So was Jameis Winston.
Dude, I'm on the bounce back train.
But
I'm all aboard.
Like laser eye surgery. Apparently, he couldn't see basically.
Yeah, dude, he threw 30 touchdowns. He also threw 30 interceptions.
Yeah.
But I mean, you cut that, you take 10 off that, and he's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think Sean Payton mixed with the fact that he does have a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And it's like he lost some weight.
I think Taysom gets the edge though in the QB competition.
Really,
dude? I hate that Sean Payton is so in love with this guy because he literally, he's.
I mean,
he does a lot of things.
He was on the Packers. I watched his preseason. He's pretty good.
He does a lot of things incredibly average. Like that, he doesn't do one thing really well to good.
He's like when you like play franchise in Madden, and you select balanced quarterback.
Yeah. Or just balanced football player. Go out there and block a punt, return a kick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does everything.
Like score a rushing touchdown.
They're definitely gonna week to. I think what they're gonna do is like week to week based on who they're playing. He's never gonna tell them who the starter is, and they're gonna like switch it up the whole year. Yeah, that's like because that gives you an advantage. Well, the thing if you don't know who to prepare for,
right? And the thing about Sean Payton is he's just an offensive genius. Like he literally, he's one of those guys where it's like he'll always like. Jerry Jones has been trying to get him forever. Yeah. But I mean,
he was so limited last year, like because of Drew Brees. If you think about it, because Drew Brees could not throw. He could not throw downfield. It was bad. I watched some of his games. It's basically just like run, screen Alvin Kamara, run, slant to Michael Thomas.
Mm-hmm. Like that's. Well, Michael Thomas was out for a lot of the year. Wasn't he?
And I drafted him first round in fantasy, so that was just beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Lovely. Missed like 8 games.
Yeah.
I think I was on the train that they should have not started Drew Brees just because he's so limited. Yeah. Like I get it's Drew Brees, but
I think he kind of just had to, like
because it is like he won a Super Bowl there and he has all the
just let him break that record. He got like the most. Didn't he get break the record for like the most?
Yeah, him and Tom Brady kept going back and forth.
Yeah, I mean Brady will get eventually because I mean the dude looked like he could play 3 more years.
Dude, he can still throw it downfield though. Tom
no, it's weird. He's gotten better with age.
Yeah,
like too well in that NFC Championship game when he was dotting him up down the field. He did have 3 really stupid picks.
Though. Yeah, and those at the end of the game, and we almost came back and won after that because he threw 3 dumb picks. And then we could have went for the win. And
the field goal.
Then we kicked a field goal in 4th and.
Can we talk about something? LaFleur, overrated or is he a good coach?
I think he's underrated. Nobody talks about him, but he's literally 13 plus 13. He's 27-6 in his first 2 years.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, wait, 26 and 26.
It seems like he's been able to handle Aaron Rodgers too.
Yeah, and honestly, he put Rodgers in a system where he can succeed. Run the ball, off of play action, deep throws downfield. You got Marquez just going deep.
He'll catch it every 4th
wide open catch. He'll drop it.
Basically
diving one-handed. There you go.
It's worth the risk. He'll drop the ball, but it'll be 70 yards downfield, and sometimes he'll catch that.
Right.
So
true.
I mean, it kind of makes up for it.
2 70-yard passes.
He had the most yards lost in the NFL through drops. It was something crazy, 800 yards lost, or
he would have been
could have been 400 or something yards lost.
Well, he's so fast. He's so tall. No one can guard him. But
he's like he can't catch. He's like a crappy Randy Moss.
I mean, that's what Devontae Adams was when he first was with the Packers. He would drop everything.
Really?
Yeah, and Packers, including me, I hated Devontae Adams. I was on the train cut Devontae.
Really?
Cut Devontae.
Hashtag
cut Devontae on Twitter.
When he was a rookie or
his first 3 years. Yeah,
really?
when we had Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb.
How old is he now? 30?
He's
27.
I mean, he's about to get the bag. They're about, oh my god.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna get 120 M's.
If they want him to stay after Aaron leaves next year, which I think is going to happen, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to get traded next year.
They're going to make up. They're going to, dude, it's going to be this whole, saga, and then they're going to end up extending him, and then they're going to lose in the divisional round like they always do. It's the same the same shit, dude.
It's so painful to be a Packers fan, dude. Because
Shut up, bro.
We're always
Shut up.
We're always so close, but we never can get there.
Shut up, dude.
that's worse than like being bad. I feel like. It's not worse than being bad, but like
the heartbreak that was the NFC Championship game. The two times we made it in my lifetime. When we lost to Philly, that was like
got destroyed,
dude. That was probably like worse than a really shitty breakup. Losing, like getting scoring first. And then having just beating Big Dick Nick, just taking out his schlong piece and waving it everywhere and 38 unanswered points.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at work when I saw that, and I was like, well, after getting shit on. That sucks, huh?
After the miracle where I literally cried like a little bitch, dude. After the happiest
only time I've ever cried at a football game was 2016 Packers Seahawks NFC Championship game. Brandon Bostic goes up for the onside kick. Just recover the onside, and it's Super Bowl, baby. Boom! Right off the helmet. Jordy Nelson was literally Jordy Nelson, one of the best receivers in the league at the time, was right behind him. Like, I'm gonna catch it. I'm about to catch it. Dumb Brandon Bostic comes in, off the helmet. Seahawks recover it. They go score.
They did the fake punt to win, right?
Or the fake field goal to like tie it up. So then that drive, they go down, they score, fake field goal, game is tied, go into overtime. They win the coin toss, and then they just a bomb down like 50 yards. They won Super Bowl for the Seahawks.
Yeah, like that's pretty.
I cried.
I think I do.
And then is that the year that they lost to the Patriots?
I think
so. When they did the Malcolm Butler thing.
Yeah.
I will agree with you. Like,
that was supposed to be Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl. That would have been.
It's never happened, right?
No, that would have been.
Yeah.
If they would have went.
Yeah. Now it's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen.
But
unless he gets traded.
Never happen.
No. He's finishing his career in Tampa Bay.
I will say.
You were just
Aaron Rodgers. So okay, let's talk about this. So if they deal him, where would it hurt the least?
Where would it hurt the least?
That's real. Which is realistic.
That he went to the Broncos. If he goes to the Broncos,
I feel like,
but they're not gonna. I don't think they wanna. I think they like Drew Lock.
No, I would. They signed Teddy Bridgewater. They traded for Teddy Bridgewater.
Did they?
Yeah.
Didn't they like him? I thought they liked Drew Lock.
He's pretty.
They have to say they do.
Oh.
He's a guy. He has to be like every week when it's like. So Drew Lock just threw 4 picks. How do you feel, Coach? He's our guy.
He's our guy. I have to say this. He's our guy. You think I really want Drew Lock as their franchise quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers is one of those guys where at pretty much every single team in the league, if they had the opportunity, and like I think people don't realize this, is like the money has to work too, right? Yeah. They already have to have a team that doesn't have very many bloated contracts. But if you're a team that could make a trade for him, it's like every team would want that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's the MVP.
He's a generation. I think Aaron Rodgers is the greatest talent of all time. Yeah. I've always said that.
Agreed.
And that's not me even riding him. That's just me having my heart ripped out.
Well, you would know. You play him twice a year.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say this is kind of like the biggest scumbag thing I'll probably say. When Anthony Barr broke his collarbone, I was like kind of gave a little smirk to that.
Yeah, well, I was pretty upset about that, honestly, because that year I had to go to a Packers Vikings game around Christmas at Lambeau. It was like it was like negative like 10 with a wind chill. It felt like negative 50. And we watched Brett Hundley and the Packers
I remember, it was a
get their
shutout,
ass beat by the Vikings. Harrison Smith got a pick. It was not an enjoyable experience for me, to say the least. But my mom, who's a Vikings fan, and my brother and Terry, they loved it. They had a great time.
Great time.
Every time we go, we've been a couple times to Packers Vikings games. Every time we go, somebody is gonna be leaving pissed.
Yeah,
that's the funnest part about it. But I went to the one 2 years ago at the bank in week.
Oh, when you shit on us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When apparently one of the Vikings players, I don't know who said it, but they're like to Aaron Jones, "The lights are too bright for you," or whatever. God. Did you hear that story?
Yeah, that never. Yeah, no. When you echo shit like that, it never usually goes well for yourself.
Yeah, and then Aaron Jones the next drive went for a 60-yard touchdown.
That game was the classic Vikings Kirk Cousins loss where they had 2 early turnovers and they only got field goals off of them and in the red zone, and it's I like Kirk. I'm not gonna lie, I think he gets too much shit, but when stuff like that happens, it does make you think like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's incredibly. Talk about like a quarterback who is incredibly average. That's Kirk Cousins.
Except in play action, when you get him out on a bootleg, I think he can make some plays out there. But what I am excited for though, and this might just sound like a Homer Vikings take, but Kellen Mond, I think that could be interesting.
Let's get the Vikings drafted.
Who is like? What is he?
He was from Texas A&M. He started for 4 years.
What round?
3.
All right.
I mean, we'll see. He's got some mobility.
It's gonna be Love time eventually, though. Jordan Love.
He's dog shit, dude. I'm sorry. Like that has to be.
You can't know that already. I mean, yes, okay. There has been word at practice that he was missing some throws, and yes, the overall word hasn't been good. But
I guess same thing with Mahomes, though.
I mean, this last minicamp though, he had like of course it's honestly overshared like how good he's doing. Like it's way overanalyzed. Like you'll see like tweets from like reporters that are there. Oh, Jordan Love missed a throw to this guy. Okay, that was a one throw. Like,
right.
But like he did have a pretty good camp this year. They said.
Yeah. I mean, Mahomes in his first camp, he threw like 4 straight picks.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill in an interview I saw, he's like, yeah, I thought he was trash.
How much you know like the thing where that poll where it was like, would you rather have your local WNBA team win a championship or $5? And it was like everyone would choose $5.
$5.
Would you rather have you being the Vikings and you being the Packers? Would you rather have $1,000 or that team win the Super Bowl?
Oh, I would rather have the Packers in the Super Bowl, 100%.
Dude, the Vikings have never won. I've always said like.
So, what amount of money would it be where you would rather take the money than the Super
honestly,
Bowl?
like I've put so much like equity, emotional equity in the
There's
Vikings.
so much emotional equity.
Like, dude, like so much. And they've just shit down my throat so many times that it's like, if they won a Super Bowl, I don't even think there'd be an amount of money. That would probably be one of the happiest days of my life.
So
yeah, because they've never won. It'd be one thing if we'd already won one. I'd be like, yeah, give me $1,000. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What about you? Since the Packers have won.
Oh no, I'd still take another one over. I want.
What about
last time they won?
$5,000?
$5,000.
$5,000.
I'd take 5,000.
Yeah, because it's different because you guys won a shit ton like back.
I mean, like it is
like the Vikings have. It's been the same shit for the entire time the Vikings have been like a franchise in NFL.
We've just. It is nice being a Packers fan because like most years we're pretty nice with it. You know, it's like 13-3 or like
There was
the
McCarthy years. The back like 5 years they went like.
I mean the back. I wouldn't say back 5. I'd say like the back like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Because like he brung us to the NFC Championship 2016.
Well, brung's not a word, so.
He brung us there, man.
He brung us there. But
that's how you do that, Trent.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't click on it, Trent.
He's got a sniper.
Do you believe in ghosts? Like actually?
Yes, I do.
You do? Do you have any ghost stories?
Yes, I do. So
tell me. Yeah.
Just goes right into it.
Okay, so I was hanging out with one of our other fine gentlemen of Stewartville, Zachary Trenary.
Zach Trenary, he's gonna be on this podcast. Oh, we should get both of them on this podcast at the same time.
I think that I would totally come back, but I don't know if the listeners can handle the stupidity factor of having both of us in here.
I would definitely have to.
I wouldn't be on it. I couldn't be in the same room.
No, you would.
It would.
My head would explode.
That'd be fun.
But no,
I might have to toke for that one.
You smoke?
No.
You smoke?
No. No, I don't.
I thought if you smoke, you like fuck. You know what I mean?
I mean, I do that, but
yeah.
Anyways, tell us about your ghost story.
Yeah, no. So I was with Zach and one of our other fine gentlemen, Golby. Golby was in the bathroom, and we're just sitting. It was super.
When was this?
Is this real?
Yeah, 100%. This was junior year. We were sitting in. I have like a spare room in my house. That's like where we keep our shit. And like,
one of 15 spare rooms. Yeah.
You're loaded. Yep.
No, I'm not loaded. No, I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna advance behind that. But no, we're just sitting in it's where my grandparents sleep and with all my old toys. So and there's no windows, so it's super creepy.
It's paranormal.
Yeah, and my grandpa's walker is in there, so Zach always takes it out and runs around the house with it. Anyway, no, so Golby was going to the bathroom, and me and Zach, dude, I was never really into all the ghost and demon shit. I always said I was as a joke, but I always thought it was so fucking stupid. And I'm like, you guys are so dumb, whatever. So we're sitting in there, and Zach had this EVP app on his phone,
God.
this, where like it was
fake.
No, that part 100%.
Okay.
Like it would just say
Don't
like
talk about an EVP app.
No, it would be like there's a high presence.
Zach Baggins.
And this is Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, and then there's Bill Chappell with the Kinect Xbox, like with them trying to show movement.
Yeah.
That show's so dumb, dude.
Oh, we got one right there. See that?
See that? See that on the Kinect? Yeah.
Are you here? What's your name? The spirit box. It's like super, like way too loud for some reason. You know, it's like.
And then they're like, "Did you hear that? That definitely said Paul."
Dude, definitely said, "I'm a demon."
How big do you think they get for that show? Like how much do you think they?
They definitely do something.
They're on something because they're like,
bro. Well, do they like actually believe it, or is it for?
I saw something that I read something that
is it for entertainment?
So, Aaron, the bald guy, is that his name? Aaron?
The
camera guy.
The camera guy. So yeah, he was was on a podcast, and he said that like most of it like is real, but when stuff isn't happening, they have a TV show, so they like have to make stuff happen.
Yeah.
Like for every episode.
Mm-hmm.
So like if things aren't going like how they're supposed to, like
kind of like
they do stuff like they make noises apparently. To like,
well, you would have
because you have to like ratings.
Way too much stuff happens in each episode where it's like literally,
they have to do that.
Dude, they'll pretend to feel something brush up against.
Dude, but like some places they do go though.
Pretend to get possessed.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just really want to hurt you right now.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, dude, get out
of here,
dude. What the fuck?
Put a backpack on with way too many pockets and go take a hike.
Yeah, take a fucking hike, buddy.
Dude. Okay.
Finish your story.
I actually do have in my school, bro. They have hella because it's a Catholic school. Yeah, I'll tell. There's like 3 really fucking creepy ones. Really? So anyway, so me and I've always been a skeptic. Like I need to say that right now. Like I would always be like, you guys are so stupid. Like can we just like play Madden or something instead of watching this dumbass
stupid
show?
Owen always wants to do a Ouija board.
I don't really mess with that shit.
Demons out,
when we cross from like ghosts to demons, that's where I draw the line because that shit'll mess with you. Anyway,
it does, yeah.
So we're sitting in the spare room. Zach's like on the futon we have in there, and I'm just sitting there. We're just on our phone. He has a stupid ass EVP app, and it's like saying,
"I'm a demon."
Yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, I'll spit out a word like a random word like perfectly like every 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Like that's the type of shit
Ball.
it is.
Yeah.
Ceiling fan, and it's like, oh my god, there's a ceiling fan here. Yeah.
Trent.
No, and Zach would literally 100% of the time do that. Like, bro, oh my god, did it like your grandpa? I'm like,
yeah, he would try to.
Yeah, he would like try and connect it in some super like messed up way. I'm like, no, bro, like, no, just shut the hell up. And so like to this point, huge skeptic. We were just sitting there, and we were talking about something. I don't really remember what it was. Galby was going to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I was just kind of on my phone. It was like casual conversation.
Yeah.
I look up, there's just a hand above Zach's head. Like literally, like,
no.
Not kidding. Above Zach's head.
We're
sitting in the dark too.
In the dark? Oh.
Yeah. And
was it like a shadow hand or was it like a?
It was like it was like a legit hand. It was like above his head, and I was like, Zach, what the hell is that? And he just turns around. And he's like,
he saw it too.
Yeah.
He saw the hand.
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck? And so we both get up and just take out of the room and like we're screaming and Galby comes out of the shitter. He's like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like, oh my god, with the hand. It's a hand. He was like,
it choked me.
He's like, what? And so we go in there, and of course it's gone. But I mean, that was like from that moment on. I'm like, you know, at night especially when I'm home alone, like that room is so goddamn creepy. Like,
oh, I'm scared of like my whole house when I'm home alone at night.
Yeah. See, I believe in ghosts because like I'm not gonna tell all the stories, but like. I grew up like at my dad's like
in Oslo.
I had like a lot of paranormal experiences when I was a kid. I think every episode maybe I'll tell like one of my stories because I don't want to like go off and tell them all because it's literally going to take like half an hour. But I think the scariest thing that I saw was probably
the one where he's standing in the door.
Well, okay, I'll just tell the one that Ethan saw. Ethan was at my house. There's like 2 little stories, but like this is the only time that Ethan's ever slept there, and like ever since then he's just kind of like not wanted to sleep there anymore.
Yeah.
But so
with
like,
good reason.
The first thing that happened when he was there is we were both in a room upstairs, like by my room, but it was upstairs in a dark room, and like we wanted something to happen because I was always hyping this up to Ethan, like.
Right.
Dude, like,
dude,
so
there's ghosts here.
I told him all the stories. He's just like, dude, I have to go see this. I have to. Like,
Ethan's 100% like, I can just see him in that voice.
So we were sitting in this dark room, and like we were like, any demons in here? You know, if you're here, show yourself. Like trying to aggravate them a little bit. Not a good idea to do that.
Yeah.
But
you're not too.
I was suddenly like just kind of sitting there, like being like really quiet, just like waiting for something to happen, and then I was like, I just like felt like super like creeped out. All of a sudden, I was just like, Ethan, like, let's just stop.
Like, this is stupid, guys.
And then, like,
but you're actually scared. Like,
I was actually a little bit scared, though.
Yeah.
And so, I set up like this, and I literally felt a hand go across my back, like, brushed my back, but it was, like, at the end, it, like, pushed me up like this. It was like that. And I was literally like, Ethan, go! Right now. And then, like, we both ran to the door. He's like, what? And then I told him what happened, and he's like, oh, my God. So then that night, we went to bed. Ethan wakes me up at like 3 a.m. and like, cause he slept in my bed, you know, kind of sus.
The homies. What's with the homies?
If you're not sus with the homies, are they really homies?
And then are you actually not gay?
Yeah, like, exactly.
Yeah.
So literally, we're sleeping in the bed, and Ethan wakes me up at 3 a.m. He's like, and there's something in here. I was like, what? No. Like, I'm sleeping. And so he tells me the next day, he literally saw something in my room in the dark. It was like crouching on the floor, like by like my chair, and he thought it was Noah, but Noah wasn't like there. Oh no, Noah was sleeping in our, because we used to share a room back at those times. Noah was sleeping in the bed, so he saw like a shadow like crouching on the floor like this, stand up and walk out of the room because the door was like open. And yeah, ever since then he's never stayed at our place ever again.
That's crazy.
Do you want to hear the couple from St. John's? There's one
there's like a ghost that everyone sees there?
No, like there's been legit scary shit that's happened. Like they've done exorcisms it's a Catholic school, so there's one I'll tell off camera because it's pretty controversial because it has to do with the church. And the other one, so there's a lake at St. John's, and on one the monasteries here, and then there's across the lake it's a really cool walk actually in the lake school, and there's a chapel on the other side. So there were two monks in a canoe, and they had the bell. They were transporting the bell from the monastery to on top of the chapel, and they're paddling across, and they just randomly like capsized and flipped over, and one of the monks there, his leg got like caught in the bell, and he sunk and he died. And at this point in the middle of the lake, but the other monk was able to make it to shore. And now it's super creepy because like we do this thing like it's a tradition, like freshman football players and the freshman dance team, the ratio's all fucked up, so it was really stupid. But we go on this chapel walk at night and they tell us ghost stories. Yeah. And they say that if you go out at the lake, sometimes you can just hear ding, ding,
really,
ding, and yeah, and then the kickers, they like don't do anything. They kick for 15 minutes, and then they're doing like team bonding. They like got kayaks out, and like in that exact place where they capsized, like the monks, the kicker just flipped over. Like there's no wake, no anything. Flips over, falls in.
Dies?
No, he's fine, but he's wearing a life jacket. But I mean, like
that's kind of scary though.
Yeah.
Dang.
And then the other one, so yeah, like they used to do exorcisms, like legitimate exorcisms.
I've always wanted to like go to an exorcism and see like.
Fuck that.
No.
You could not, because you're messing with demons there. Like it's not.
Yeah, because like what if oh my! Imagine if you were like just like sitting in like an exorcism, like you're an intern for a priest or something. And like you're like, okay, my first exorcism, right? And like the person's like,
got my notepad.
Like they're at the peak of it, right? And she's like, yeah, and like the demon's coming out, and then like right like when like at the peak, like where she's got the cross in her face, the neck snaps and looks at you, right? And then like she passes out, and then like everyone looks at you like, your turn.
Oh, like,
and then you're just like, then I just go, do you know how to connect the cuts? That would be scary.
Dude, yeah.
Being possessed would be scary because I've heard stories of it, and it's like you're there,
no,
but you don't.
Dude, a demon is overtaking your body, bro. I don't know if that would be a pleasant experience.
Like you are there, but you have no control of what you're doing.
I don't think you'd be like lucid. I don't think you'd be like at that demon's mercy at that point. Like obviously it's physically inside of you.
But I feel like a lot of people who are possessed are faking it though. Like I just feel like you're faking that. It just seems like.
Well, apparently this chick wasn't I think it might have been a student that got possessed.
Wait, are you allowed to tell the story about it?
The one I can't. I'll tell off. The really crazy one that's like actually kind of scary. I probably shouldn't tell on camera.
Yeah.
Because it's slightly controversial and it happened recently. It happened within the last 10 years. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, they're performing this exorcism. Apparently, this is all apparently, and again, this is all like.
This is not the controversial one you're talking about.
No. And I wasn't there, like and whatever. So apparently, they're performing this exorcism, and they extract this demon.
As one does.
As one does.
Like the casual Thursday.
Whilst performing, right. Yeah, Father Doug.
Coffee is having a meeting at noon, and then I'm exercising a demon at 4. So
yeah. Exercising one.
Yeah. So they get this demon, and they get it out, and they're like, the girl's fine, I guess, but they put it in this box. And they put it up in this bell tower up at St. John's by the monastery for like holy protection or some shit. I don't know. Because what the hell are the monks going to do or if it gets out? So... but apparently when the demon's like out at night, there's a blue light that shines on top of that. And so, no joke, this was probably...
Wait, back it up.
Like what?
Yeah.
Wait, so there's a demon in a box? Wait, what?
So there was a demon that was extracted.
That was extracted in a box. And then they put it up in this tower. And apparently when it's like trying to get out, there's a blue light that shines.
How do they know if it's trying to get out?
Yeah, wait. What kind of? What is the light? Is the light normal?
Well, here's where the story comes. So, I was over at our sister college, St. Ben's, late at night, working really hard, studying, and I was coming back. It was probably 2:00 in the morning, and this was probably like a week after I heard the story. And I was where they had us park. Where we were freshmen. It was like a mile walk to our dorm because we're freshmen. We're the bitch boys. So it's like our dorm. So we parked here. The library was here. My dorm was like here, and it's St. John's is a really pretty campus. There's trees. I mean, it's super dope. So I was walking back by myself. It's creepy as shit at night though, because it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was wearing my Birks. I just heard padding, and I was just kind of looking around like, oh, this is dope. Whatever. I look up, blue light. I literally just froze. I was like, holy shit. I just heard the story. It's a fucking demon. And it was like the exact same place. Blue light, took off running, like literally probably looked like the biggest idiot ever. Get back in my room and like lock the door and just like never again am I going out at night.
Wait, so how does the blue light work?
Where does this blue light come from? Like, is it like a normal spotlight or something that like turns blue?
No, dude. So like the monastery's here, and then there's like this tower, and it's literally at this highest point of this tower, and it shines blue.
Like how? Like it just,
I'm not an expert in the supernatural. You're gonna have to get someone else in here to.
Okay, but they have
like there's no lights normally up there.
No. And I was it was like 2:00 in the morning, and I was by myself.
So, wait, is it just like a tale that, like, if you see a blue light up there, there's a demon out?
Yeah.
Or is it like, okay.
Yeah.
So wait, what's up there? Like, is it
like a bell? Is that like where the bell is?
Dude, we're not allowed to go. No one knows because we're not allowed to go in the monastery.
Oh, okay.
But there's just like a tower?
So goddamn sketchy, by the way. But I mean,
yeah.
Again, can't get into that really. But, yeah, so there's just this blue light. I'm sitting there. I just got back from... being at the other campus, I just took off running and
just pit-patting in
my Birks, dude. I got on my horse, got in my room, locked the door. Like,
did you tell your roommates about it?
Hunter has like the scariest ghost story I've actually probably like ever heard.
The one at Zach's?
Yes, the one like with the.
Yeah.
Tell that one.
Oh my gosh, Zach Lilly, the guy who we were talking about earlier, who's now famous in Vegas and stuff. His old house was like a split level house where like you walk in, there's an entryway, you can either go upstairs or downstairs, and like dividing that like so on the like between like where the levels are, there's like a what is it called, like just like a railing that just have like poles and stuff. There's also one like just so people don't fall down into the split level. There's one up there, and me and Zach were sleeping in the living room. We're probably like, I don't know, like 12, 13 maybe, and I was sleeping out. We both fell asleep out there with his dogs. So I was like, oh yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
I wake up at like dawn, where like the sun's just coming up, and Zach isn't there. Dogs aren't there. I'm like really confused. And I look down like over, because his room, you can kind of see like where his room is, but that's also like if you look a little bit to the right, that's where like the split level is, the entryway. And as I'm looking down over there, I see this man that's like has his hands holding on to like the railings, looking at me. And I did one of those like cartoon like like is this real? And then like after I like blinked and like wiped my eyes away, it wasn't there anymore. Like this like 40-year-old dude.
That's so scary.
And Zach doesn't have it, like Zach doesn't live with his dad. Like their parents had divorced, so it was just me, Zach's mom, and Zach.
Jesus Christ.
So scary.
And
That's
then
so sketchy.
to further that, which this part is fake, but he's like, I told him about it, and obviously he didn't see it, so like he like didn't really care. He was like, oh yeah, there was a guy named Christopher who died in this house. So I believed that for like so long, way too long before
Just
he told
Zach,
me.
classic
Way too long
off-the-cuff
before
line.
he told me it was fake. So that's what I believed. So then we had like this joke about Christopher. Like that's
Christopher.
why. Yeah.
It's like see The Sopranos. Have you seen that?
No, I want to see that though.
It's a good show. There's a dude named Christopher.
So yeah, that was like the scariest thing that's ever happened in my life.
No, dude, like that is really scary. But like St. John's just has a lot of weird. Like there's a place like I don't know if the girl got possessed or she was just like depressed. Very two opposite ends, but she committed suicide in her room. And there's 3 freshman girls' dorms at St. Ben's. There's Corona, Regina, and Aurora. It was in Corona, and apparently the door's still there, but apparently when you just open up the door, it's just a wall, like cement wall. They just filled in her room.
Really?
They filled in her room.
Yeah, with her in it.
Oh wow.
No, I'm fucking. No. Yeah,
I was gonna say, wow, that is extreme.
That's dark. That took a dark turn.
Yeah.
With her in it, but
You never know.
Dude, you know what is haunted though? The Kaler Hotel in Rochester.
That place
heard
is
that.
so creepy.
We
Like
went
downtown.
We went there. Me and my friends went there this year. We went to one of our buddies, Josh Kulak, had a concert in Rochester, and me, Freddie, the rapper, Lucky Six, shout out, and like Tana and Tucker, we all went to this rock band, and like when we went to go rent a room, I literally go up to the front desk and I was like, as a joke, like, rumor has it this place is haunted, and the person at the desk was dead serious. She goes, "Oh yeah, it is." And I was like,
just like great marketing.
I was kidding.
I was like just kidding, but okay, she's dead serious, and she started telling me all these stories about how there's a little boy who everyone sees who runs around the hallways, and that freaked me out when she said that because my mom my mom before that told me a story about she had to stay there one night because there was a snowstorm and she works at Mayo, and they paid for her to stay at the hotel for that night so she'd have to drive home. And my mom does not believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, but she did after this happened. She woke up one night and she literally she said it was like sleep paralysis, but it wasn't sleep paralysis. She literally apparently, this sounds really far fetched, but this is what she told me. She said that she saw a boy come out of the TV and then get out of the TV, the ring,
right,
and then jump out the window. She saw that.
It could have been I just had this recently where I was in a dream, and then I half woke up, and I was it was sleep paralysis, and I think it was the first time I ever had it where I was I couldn't move my body, and the dream that I was having, it was a scary one, but I can't remember. I told someone about it, and every this fast, I kept going in and out of my dream and seeing my room, where it was and I couldn't move, and I was trying to yell because I heard my mom. The reason I woke up, I was dead REM sleep, so mid dream and everything. I think I woke up because my mom was moving around, and I tried yelling for my mom, and I couldn't. And I couldn't make a sound or anything because I was sleep paralysis. And I kept skipping into like this nightmare and stuff like that, and like it was trying to move my arm. I tried to like moving so slowly, like when you're in a dream, you know how you like slowly you run in a dream. Mm-hmm. I tried banging on my wall just so my mom could like come and wake me up because I was so scared.
Oh my god!
So it could have been something like that, where like she was like having that inner.
To me, it sounds like sleep paralysis, but
yeah.
Apparently sleep paralysis is like demons are like all like shadows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Ethan had sleep paralysis, and he said that he literally saw like a demon like crawling up his like room, like slowly like crawled up his like wall and like went onto his ceiling and then came like down like into his face.
No, that was his sister.
Oh, his sister. Yeah. But he told me he had sleep paralysis too, and something like that happened to him, and he was like trying to scream and he couldn't. It was super scary.
I would hate that so much.
My biggest fear is having sleep paralysis. Like I would shit my pants.
It was
like,
it was really scary.
Shit the bed.
I would shit the bed.
That was at like 4 a.m. and I couldn't fall asleep.
I think I would shit the bed on purpose just so I would wake up.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, I got
just start
keep cleaning
peeing.
this up for me. Sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Just start
as a
peeing.
CNA.
As a CNA, you're gonna have a lot of people shitting the bed.
Yeah. One time, have you guys ever had like a lucid dream?
No, the only time I ever did.
I can't feel a thing.
Yeah.
You're not even a Juice WRLD fan, so quit.
Sorry.
Dropping an album soon, but
Casual.
one time I had this lucid dream.
He's dead. No.
I used to have them when I was a kid a lot, but
I've only had one, and I was like 8 years old.
I can never do them anymore, but I had this one lucid dream where I was in my dream and I was like, I'm dreaming. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is awesome. So I like was in a Target parking lot for some reason, and all of a sudden I was just like,
I was in the parking lot in mine.
Superpowers. I was fucking like telekinesis, throwing cars everywhere. I was like super speed, like running around, like destroying cars because I knew it was in a dream, you know?
Yeah.
And then I woke up, and then the same night I had another one. And I knew I was in a lucid dream, and I remember I was in the dream. I was in a car, looking out the window. I was like, "Oh, I did it again. I'm gonna dream again." I was like, "Okay. What can I do?" And I was like, "Okay, let me think outside the box here. What can I do right now?" I was like, "I know. I'm gonna wake myself up to see if like I actually do have full control of this." So I was in the car in my dream, and I was like, "Hold your breath until you wake up." Whoa. And I literally held my breath, and I woke up. I was like. Oh my god, it's a lucid dream. And I remember I was like 13, 14. I remember I was on the couch at my step grandma's house, and my brother was awake already. He was in the living room. I was on the couch, and I was like, oh my god, no, I just had a crazy lucid dream, and Noah hates it when you talk about dreams. He's just like, I don't care. Before I could even explain, he's like, I literally don't care. I don't care. I was like, all right. I thought that was
kept it to yourself.
Yeah, I kept it to myself, but I was kind of disappointed. That's how Noah is a lot of times. He just every time I talk, because I always like to talk about my dreams. I always like he's like, please don't talk about your dreams. I hate it when you do that. I'm like, all right, I'll just write it in my dream journal, I guess. Fuck you too, then.
Dude, that was so funny when you I was hanging out with Gloria and Owen calls me. Seems like you always for like 2 weeks straight. Every time I was hanging out with Gloria, I would always.
I know that did happen a lot.
And I'd be like, I'm with him.
Probably saw some shit.
And he was like,
no idea. You have no idea.
He was like, what do you do? What do you use to write down your dreams? And I was like, I just put it in my notes.
Were you kind of embarrassed a little bit?
No, because I read Gloria all my dreams and stuff.
Oh, you have a dream journal?
Yeah. Look at it.
He ruined my dream journal! No one got that reference?
No.
Alright, cool.
Sorry. What was it, though?
It's from Shark Boy and Love Girl.
Holy shit.
Jeez, you have a lot. Can you read one of them?
No.
Yeah, come on. Is there a good one in there?
Okay, well, I'll tell the lucid dream that I had when I was like really young. I was in the Hy-Vee parking lot, which is funny because you were in like the Target parking lot or whatever. I was super young, so it makes no sense. And I remember I was like the same thing. I was like, wait. I'm like moving myself. And there was a bunch of stuffed animals. There was I had this little dog stuffed animal that I always slept with. Came to life. Like it was still looked the same, but I was like, you're real now.
You're real. Be real.
And it was like walking around and it was really weird. And I was like acting like I was the king of this Hy-Vee. And I was like, bang, candy cane staff.
No way.
Yes.
Yours is
Dude, that's like Wreck-It Ralph.
That is like Wreck-It Ralph.
And I was like the king of this, and there was a bunch of my stuffed animals behind me, and I was like the king of this Hy-Vee.
This is my army.
That's all I remember.
Oh man.
Surrender.
None of these dreams make any sense.
One time I had a dream, because I used to be like super deathly afraid of like Chucky the doll.
Oh,
and,
naturally.
Yeah, and like, it was like half a lucid dream because he was like chasing me one time, and like he would always kill me usually. But one time I was like, because I would have this dream a lot as a kid, Chucky would always kill me. But one time, like it was like the same dream, and I was like, wait,
kill me.
I was like, wait. What if I fight back? Like, what is he gonna do? So I turned around. He's like, I'm gonna get you. I just fucking stomped his foot. Stomped his little doll head, and it just stomped. Like, it was actually, for a child, it was a very like gory dream. Like, I stomped the shit out of Chucky. Like, yes. Wow. It didn't while I was little, so I didn't really know that Chucky didn't bleed. Mm-hmm. But like he was bleeding, and then like I literally just ragdolled this. Like I took him by his ankle and just started it was like very violent, and I was like 8. It was bad, but I mean I never had a nightmare after that ever again. I conquered my fear of Chucky just by brutally murdering him.
That's like conquer your fears or whatever. That's like
I literally conquered my fear.
Dude, I've just had some like weird dreams like recently about like fighting like really like deathly animals like grizzly bears. I'll just like square up like straight up piece up a grizzly bear like in a fist fight, and it's
soon like this year
like within the past probably month
you squared up. You squared
literally
up.
Pieced the dude up like with a 1-2, and then he'll like hit me once and I'll be like fucking dead in hell.
Yeah, and then you wake up.
Yeah, and I wake up I'm like
okay.
I used to have nightmares ever since.
I'll talk about my dream one more time. Okay, this was like 2 weeks ago that it stopped, but I was having this recurring dream. But it was weird because every time I had this dream, more would be added to the plot. Yeah. And it would keep... Okay, so the first time I had this dream, I was in this haunted house. And it was weird, but... Have you ever seen American Horror Story, any of you?
I've seen the ads. It looks weird as shit, though.
I've seen one that had like a mansion in it.
Yeah. The first season?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's called Murder House. And the Murder House is basically... Like, there's ghosts in it, and you can see them like they are real people.
Right.
So that's what I was in. I was like in like my own murder house. But like ghosts were just everywhere, like trying to scare the shit out of me. And it was really like, it was a nightmare. It was like a fever dream, honestly. It was just like everywhere I went, ghosts were like tormenting me. Okay, then I just like woke up. Second time I had it, the first time I had it, I was only upstairs like in my room, and then like second time I went downstairs to like the main floor, and there's ghosts everywhere, blah blah blah. I went to like the main like dining hall, and I walk in. And it's a satanic ritual, and everyone is wearing black robes, and there's blood like everywhere. Like there's definitely a ritual in there, and there's like a pentagram on the ceiling. I was like, whoa! I walked into the wrong room.
Yeah.
And so then that's when that ended. Third time, this is a trilogy. Third time, I went into the basement.
Poor McGregor.
I went to the basement, and like all this stuff happened. I went upstairs, then I decided to go downstairs, saw the thing again. Went to the basement. I walked into like this really weird looking like wooden like big doors, and I was like, what is in there? So I opened it, and like a big like snake demon came out of there, and like it was like fucking huge, and it like wrapped itself around me, but then it didn't like bite me though. It didn't bite me. It like kind of cuddled with me. It was weird. And then I just
this isn't a nightmare. This
and like
is nice.
I was
really
like,
nice.
Aren't you? Really nice. I was like coiled up with this like large snake, and I was like, is it gonna bite me, or are we like having a moment right now? And then
are we gonna kiss? Or
yeah,
like,
are we gonna kiss
right
now? I was like, are we about to kiss right now? And then that's my dream ended, and I never had those dreams ever again.
It's like just so much shit packed into like one dream.
Yeah, I feel like a therapist could like really analyze that dream.
Maybe I kind of want to read my dreams to a therapist. I kind of want to go to therapy, honestly.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, honestly, but it's really expensive.
Yeah.
And a lot of people shit on therapy. Like, a lot of people say it doesn't really work. It just helps you.
No, it definitely does. Like, I went to a sports psychologist a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, I think it helps. I was like,
yeah.
Like, when I used to be, like, really depressed, I, like, asked my mom if I could, like, see a therapist. Mm-hmm. And she's, like, was, like, totally against therapy. And I was like, oh, okay.
Well, dude, it's
not. I guess I'll just raw dog this depression.
Yeah, I don't know. It's literally, like, people
just play Xbox.
Some people have, like, such a weird, like, stigma about mental health, but, like, literally everyone, like, this is super deep, but literally everyone struggles with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's, like, like, I've had times.
Especially, like, over COVID, like.
Oh, dude, my anxiety got so bad. Yeah.
For me, it was, like, mostly depression. It was just, like, okay, like I don't even leave my room like to go to class. Like I'm literally just in my room the whole day.
Well, everyone just hated each other too. That's the part I hated. Is like it was an election year, it was COVID. Like everyone was just like like no one, like nothing could happen without being people like, oh fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? All this stuff.
And that's kind of still how it is.
No, it is.
Kind of just set a tone like during all that. Now you can't say anything without making an enemy out of it.
Yeah, like it's really like right side, left side. Like it's really like black and white right now. That's why I kind of just like try to sit in the middle. I don't really.
Dude,
I just don't care. I just try not to care.
The sad thing is, it's like the loudest voices are on the ones on the most extreme side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think most of the country is like that, where it's like you sit somewhere there's a spectrum.
There's a spectrum, yeah, and everyone's kind of on their own.
Right, and it's like, I think most of the country is like right here.
Yeah.
But the loudest voices are the people out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know one when you meet one. You're like,
oh my God, yeah.
Especially in Nona.
That's what I was telling Trent.
Really liberal.
Oof. Yeah, it ggets bad. Me and my brother would kick each other's ass like on the daily. It was rough.
It's like ruthless aggression, like WWE style.
Yeah, yeah. And then eventually, like we got like too big for that shit, and it got to be dangerous.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, where some shit was getting broken.
And then like Noah got bigger than me, so I was like, hey man, let's just
let's talk about this. Let's talk this out.
Let's just not get too excited here. All right. All right. I can see you right now on your face. You're getting kind of mad, and I just want to say I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, my brother would always beat me up until he just like stopped. Like he would just go out and he would like never be home. So then we would just have nothing to argue about. So we would just stop fighting. I feel like that's when it stopped. It was just when he like started getting older.
One time, there's my brother. I locked him out of the house one time, like at my dad's, and he was like, we were like probably like 8 or 9, and he was like, I don't remember why, but he was like super pissed, and because like I did something to him outside, then I ran inside, locked the door, and he was like at the door like super pissed, like let me in. I was like, no, you're gonna attack me, so no, and he's like, no, I'm not. Oh, okay, Owen, and then like we were out there he was like out there for 5 minutes. I was like, you done being mad? He's like, yes, Owen, just let me in. I want to go to my room. I was like, you sure? He's like, yes, Owen, I'm fine. I can come in. I unlocked the door. Okay, come in. He literally full on attacked me. He was
Such
at that
a
time.
mistake.
At that time, he was littler than me, but I'm pretty sure he kicked my ass. But like, it sucks having a little brother who's like just a little bit younger than you, because it's like you guys are at the same. You know, like it's an even
same
fight.
function.
Yeah, we're in the same weight class here.
Yeah.
Like now he's like out
bigger
of weight
than
class.
you.
Yeah. It's so annoying though. Whenever I go like out with my brother or whatever, everyone's always like, everyone assumes I'm the younger brother, and I have to be like, no, I'm his older brother, and they're like, oh my god, he looks so much older than you. I'm like, I know.
Dude,
I do that every single time someone meets us. So thanks for that.
That's how it is. I'm sure you get the same shit. Going out, drunk girls love asking you how tall you are. Like if you're anything above probably like
us tall guys, huh?
Well, you probably get the same shit.
Yeah, no, I do.
Yeah, literally like, and it's like sometimes
how tall are you?
Even when people like are sober and like for me, wow, you're so big. I'm like, oh,
thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Like, what do you
mean by that?
I am.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I am in the 90s.
You're so fine, bro. What do you mean by that? I know, pretty much every day at work, if not every day, every other day, customer will be like, how tall are you? 6'6". And they'll be like, or they'll be like, we're both 6'6". You're 6'6", right? They'll be like, what are you, like 6'2"? And I'm like, 6'6". And they'll be like, and then they'll think I'm lying because they misjudged how tall I was because they're like 5'2". They're like, what are you, like 6'2"? I'm like 6'6". And they're like, oh. They think I'm lying.
They don't believe you.
I'm like, hey, you brought it up.
You brought it up.
I am like, I'm a tall 6'2". I'm like almost 6'3". And you are like, you have height on me.
You're 6'2"?
Like, I would say I'm 6'3", but it's like 2.9. So I just say I'm 6'2" because I don't want to be one of those guys who's like, yeah, I'm 6'3".
The round up. The
round up guy.
The 5'10" rounds up to 6 foot.
I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
I'm a tall 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I get the same shit with my weight. People will just walk up to me and be like, how much do you?
You're sturdy, aren't you?
Yeah, like how much do you
weigh nowadays?
Yeah, and I'm like,
especially as an athlete, you get that a lot.
Oh yeah, as an offensive lineman too. I'm like, how much do you think? And they're like, I've gotten people who said like 220. I'm like, well, my right leg probably weighs 220. So.
What are you sitting at?
Like 265. I need to gain weight though. It's bad.
Are you over or under 200?
I'm like I straddle the line between I like from 195 to like 200.
I literally haven't been able to. I'm like 190. I haven't been able to gain.
Since
like 11th grade.
I got so fat during quarantine. I got to 296.
Dude, I got fat as fuck too.
But then I lost. This year I got all the way down to 260 at one point, so I lost like 36 pounds.
Yeah,
which is bad for football. So like I eat like a.
I was at my heaviest during quarantine. I was at like 210. that was like a new record for me. I was like,
Well, you used to be a pretty big dude. Like, what were you like then? Like
in high school,
yeah.
I mean, I was like 200 pounds, but like it was a lot more fat than muscle than it is now. Like
yeah.
But I got this new lifting program we got from this trainer at Anytime. It's like, well, first me and Tucker were lifting on our friend Gabe, who's like a natural bodybuilder, gave us like a whole like program that he does, and we were seeing some results from that. But now we've been on this new program. It's like a cardiovascular like training program kind of thing. And we basically told him like we want to be big, but we also like want to stay athletic though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't just want to be like bulky.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's like for chest day, for example, you do like chest, incline, decline, and like some like other like chest things
like
cardio.
flies and stuff like that.
But in between, here's the catch, and in between every rep that you do for every single thing is push-ups in between as many as you can do.
In sets or reps?
Sets.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in between each rep.
I was gonna be like rep push.
No, between every set, it's push-ups as many as you can do. So like basically, you are
like until failure.
Yes. So basically, you are like tearing your muscles.
Yeah, which isn't like you don't need to. I was just listening to like a YouTube, I don't know, some video
but
where
it's like a quick workout, but like we get it. It's like high intensity. It's called like HIIT. High intensity training.
That's like all the rave right now. Like,
yeah, so that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I was like, you know how like there's a common thing where like you need to be sore to know that you had a good workout.
Yeah.
Like that's like that's not true.
Oh yeah, I'm like never sore because like you go home, like I have like a protein shake, and then like now I make like chicken and rice or
yeah.
I think like my biggest thing is like I always need to remind myself like I'm an athlete, not a bodybuilder, or like I'm an athlete. You know what I mean? Like I have to be bigger, and like that's why. I know you hear all these other influences, and that's why, it was like kind of a struggle this year, like with COVID, like being locked up so much, and just this like seeing all these people like, oh, I'm so fat, and they literally have a 6-pack, and it's like you're sitting there like, shit. But it's like I'm an offensive lineman. It kind of needs. So like I have to remind myself that, and your workouts are so much different. Like I still have to do fucking like pro agility and shit like.
Oh yeah,
it's so ass. But
like something that like someone who's just going to work out.
Right.
Like if I were to go work out, I'm not gonna do
right. Like I have to
sprints.
do like I'm like like today, that was an hour and a half of my workout was
working.
I have to do
quickness,
for my
muscles.
cardio day. We have to do like sprints and then like incline sprints and like
on treadmill.
Yeah. So like our cardio day, like it literally is. It could be like an athletic, like an actual like athlete's like program. That's what we wanted to do because Tucker, he played for SMU hockey, and so like he's like naturally been playing hockey. He moved from Texas to Minnesota to play hockey, so like he's like an athlete. So he wants to stay athletic, and I was like, I want to do the same thing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, athlete.
Yeah. I was a lineman in football in high school, but
barstool athlete.
Athlete.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it feels nice to feel athletic. Like you always want to feel athletic, especially being like this age, Yeah.
Yeah, I just think like my biggest thing, like it's just so hard, like just for me, like it's kind of where like having to eat so much where you maintain like a high body weight and like
it's hard to like gain weight while you're working out. Like you have to. It's a job. It's like you have to intentionally go and eat. It's so hard for me. I can't.
It's like it becomes like a chore of your day.
Right.
Yeah.
No, like if you hear like power lifters, they're like Eddie Hall talking about his diet, 15,000.
That can't be good for the heart.
No, but he's also only like 15% body fat. And he's like 380 pounds. Like that's insane. That's one thing. That's just one of those sports that's just never seemed appealing to me. You can pick up a heavy ass weight for 1 rep.
Yeah.
Like, nice cock, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Well, any closing topics that we want to talk about?
We didn't do the recommendation thing last time.
Oh, okay. I got something I want to recommend.
Okay, so we're literally anything you like recently or something
like
that
a show,
that you want to recommend
a
to someone.
song.
Okay.
Just when we close, we're just gonna recommend something.
Okay, go.
I've been watching this show on Netflix called Manifest.
Dude, it's
everyone
a
knows
fuck,
it. Everyone.
fuck.
You've seen it?
I saw the first episode last night, and I'm on the second one. Dude, it's like scary.
I'm almost on season 1 now. It's really good.
Yeah. It looks
so Manifest on Netflix, even though everyone knows
lead
about
actress. Oh my god.
Absolute
dude,
dime.
She's
She's so attractive.
Yeah, very attractive. Besides the point.
Besides the point.
Yeah.
What do you guys got?
What do you got?
What do you got? I feel like you don't like watch that many shows though.
I would recommend someone to go frisbee golfing.
We've been doing that. We've been putting the grind in lately.
Yeah.
You guys bang some chains?
I went out
with
today.
the fellas.
I'm getting there. I need some work.
Oh, he's not.
I'm really good. So like we go to the beach every weekend. And like we throw the frisbee around, like the normal frisbee. So like I'm really good with that.
And like
but
make sure your hair is good for the women too. Yeah.
Obviously. But like we've been there so much like every weekend now that like we're getting really like way too good with like the frisbee. But like it's way different with like a frisbee, like a disc golf. It's like way
like you need to bring a dog too for the girl. Like throw the frisbee to the dog.
Yeah. If I could have a dog in my place, I would have one, but we can't.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right. Do I get to recommend something?
Yeah.
I guess.
History. You gotta watch it. Sopranos. Greatest show of all time. It's about the mafia.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually watch that.
Dude, it's literally...
Where do you watch it at?
It's on HBO. You have HBO Max?
Yes, I do.
It's on it. It literally... I'm on like my third time watching it. It's still super good. It's like, dude,
How
it's
many
like...
seasons is it?
6. And the episodes are long as fuck. It'll
Really?
take hella long to finish it, but... I mean, like, it's just the casting, the writing, the finale sucks, like this show finale, but it's a great show.
Because they're doing a movie on like the Sopranos.
Yeah,
like when he was
Last Saints in Newark. It's his kid. It's Gandolfini's kid, and he died in real life. Tony Soprano did.
Yeah, when does that movie come out?
Like November, I want to say.
Yeah, so basically I have to watch all that before November. Got it.
You gotta get on it then.
I will though, because I actually watch a lot of shows, and Hunter knows I binge the shit out of shows.
I'm the same way. I'm the exact same way.
When I find a show, I am gonna binge that motherfucker like no tomorrow.
Literally, like I finished Breaking Bad in like a month.
So did I.
It's a great show too.
It's probably one of the best shows of all time.
It's in my top 5, like Sopranos and Breaking Bad.
You seen Vikings?
No.
That is one of the best shows of all time.
Who's in? Edge is in there, the WWE wrestler.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, you just gotta see it.
Yeah.
It's not. Do you have Amazon Prime Video?
Yeah.
Prime Video.
Okay, it's the best show to watch.
Also, if you have Prime Video, you should watch White Collar.
And Billions is good on Prime too.
Have you seen The Boys and Invincible?
Yeah, I haven't seen Invincible. The Boys is really good though.
If you like The Boys, you'll actually like Invincible.
That's where the guy kills his son for being gay.
Omni-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't kill his son. Spoiler, but he doesn't kill his son, but he almost does.
For being gay, right?
No. He.
Oh, where the hell did I get that from?
You actually thought that?
I thought I saw that on TikTok. How people were pissed it was homophobic or something.
No, that's not in the show.
Okay.
That's not in the show.
Okay, might be.
Might be a different show.
All right. Well.
On that.
Thanks for coming out.
Hey, thanks for having me, fellas.
It's been an honor.
It's been a true honor.
All right, cut.